Good morning, beautiful creative souls. Let's imagine. Let's imagine we are capable. We are complete. The world is in peace and looking to expand together, not against each other. Let's imagine we are tapped in and turned on to the beauty and majestic mysteries of this life. Let's imagine we are full of love. We feel connected to each other. Our love is beyond condition. And pen to paper, our imagination floods the page with creative ideas and incentives. Let's imagine we feel alive, we feel radiant, we feel vibrant to take action that comes from inspiration. Let's imagine we are unstoppable, celebrating the gifts that this life is offering to us. Let's imagine exploring the essence of all that surrounds us, connected to nature, the nature of the earth, of plants, of living creatures and people. We are connected to their beautiful essence, not distorted, not their fear, but we are connected to what unites us. And from there, we create. Today, we're going to imagine, and we're going to unleash the power that is within us and is wanting to express itself through us. It is called our soul. If you don't want to call it the soul, call it your inner genius. Call it your purpose-driven energy. Call it the call from the heart. Call it by its name, your higher self. We're going to imagine being tapped in and turned on and letting go, shedding all these constrictive ideas, beliefs that are no longer serving us. Let's be inspired by the tree who's letting its leaves fall this new season, the fall. I am Arline and I'm coming to you from AM Communications, the Academy. This is the part of the Academy where I connect with creative souls to ignite our power connected to our creativity by re-instigating our raw essence and unleashing our zone of genius. By tapping into that essence, we lead, we express, and we become unstoppable. In this hub, I encourage each one of us to trust and believe that it is all inside. We are the creative souls. Sometimes we are shy. Sometimes we feel our words are not heard. Sometimes we feel lesser than. It's only because the noises from outside, the forces, egoic forces, are too loud. It is time for this creative energy, this feminine, gentler voice to be heard. The world needs it. But before doing anything, we have to tap into it, and we have to believe that its power is gentle, it is patient, and it needs to be manifested. It's time. The world needs it. It's time. Let's imagine what our heart, deep inside, is longing for. It is the heart of hearts. It is not a desire of wanting to acquire, wanting to be better. It is not coming from a place of lack. It is truly coming from a place of inspiration. And this place, we can tap into it only when we allow ourselves to sit in silence and to go deep vertically and not horizontally. It is not about seeing the horizontal plane of what others, the noises, no. It's coming from a place when we go deep inside. We find that the whole world, the whole magic is already in there. And it only happens when we are in contemplation and we are completely forgetting our small self and engaged in a creative process and becoming the vessel for that creative expression to express itself through us. We are then tapped in and turned on to this magical force. And its expression takes form through us, but not from us, the thinking mind. It is flowing and taking form. Last week was a very deep week for me, as I was really exercising to stay calm and in alignment and in action as much as I could, surrounded by construction noises. I promised myself to stay aligned and to go deep, find silence within, and from that silence come to a place of acceptance. This genius man called Michael Meade, he is a storyteller from mythology and then igniting the inner force of transformation within us. And this is the story that he told about transformation, talking about, of course, a very known thing, the butterfly after being a caterpillar passing through the cocoon, transforming the caterpillar transforming itself into a butterfly after a gestation period in the cocoon. It's a beautiful metaphor, but we all know this. What I did not know, and what I discovered through his story, is that this transformation does not happen without struggle. We see it as a magical thing, but he said that the caterpillar, and it has been studied, that tries to kill, tries to stop that transformation because it is foreign to it. It sees it as a threat. But the force of nature, the essence of the butterfly, its deep desire is stronger. And after that difficult time where it is not easy, there's an abyss, life takes shape and the butterfly is formed. And then takes shape, and its force gives it the wings, and it flies in all its colors. And he talked about it, and I meditated on it, and I wanted to share it with you. This is the force of creativity. There is a battle at the beginning of it because of all the things that we've known, of all beliefs, of all the noise from the head, of all the restrictions, of all the paradigms, and it is pulling us to live and to ask from the outside. And yet, the essence of what needs to be expressed once we create that silence is stronger. And we need to create that silence. We need to get in touch with its essence for it to take shape through us being the cocoon. For it to take life through us. There is going to be that fight between the pragmatic mind and the creative side. But the creative side, once we tap into its essence and we allow it, we embody it, and we are in its full energy, and it is leading us, we are in that magical creative mode. We are in bliss. And that's why creative souls, our voice matters, because we are feeling, we are hearing the whispers of something deeper. And we are not comfortable in a lot of times with that conflict between the outside and that inner force that needs to come out. That force is our soul purpose. We don't need to do anything but allow it and discover it. This is the magical transformation that is the purpose of our lives. And by self-awareness, when we hear the fight between the louder voices and that whisper, and with awareness, we see that our rational or automatic thinking or the conditioned mind is suppressing our listening, that of the listening to that whisper that is so soft. That awareness is going to make us accept the fact that transformation, at the base of transformation, there's an abyss, and we go through it for us to manifest. You know, they say everything has been created twice. Imagination first, and then expression. We are the frequency of that is not yet expressed. So that when we tap into that frequency, then we are one with its essence and allowing it. So now let's take it to our world. We are at a time where we are literally in that abyss of something new wanting to emerge, and yet we are holding on to old beliefs, to old systems, to modalities that are outdated and they have not served us. The more we cling to it, we are forcing it on others, and we are forcing it and shutting the song of what needs to emerge. That conflict, we don't need to cling to it. We don't need to believe in it. That is a sign that something new has to emerge. So, let's believe in, let's let's believe and let's bring hope to not what we want to see, but a hope that that inner essence, like the butterfly, has a life of its own. All we need is to trust it. All we need is not to complain of what we are seeing already, because that's basically coming from a past. It's coming from an imagination, from something that was imagined in the past and now it has been manifested. But let's believe in that essence that needs to be expressed and be inspired by what it is needing from us. So we're not coming from a forceful place, or from a we're no longer the victims, we are no longer the victors, we are no longer the complainers, we're no longer the forceful voice, we're no longer the person who is looking for new laws or escaping the laws. We're no longer the one who is afraid. It's way beyond that. We are tapping into that life force, and we're listening to what it needs, and our action is driven by that hope, that trust, because we are tapped into the essence of life force itself. It's deep, and it's only through truly creative endeavors and in contemplation that we can tap into it. This is what I wrote. I realize my mind is tripping and trapping my connection to the heart, because not knowing the how. I let go of knowing the how. It will come to me. I dive in my why. I might not know my purpose, but I give time to my heart to emerge. And whatever inspires me, I do more of. Not because I'm escaping, but because I'm loving it. I'm drawn to it. I see and smile to others because I see their purpose also, and their trappings also. And by opening my heart to my truth, I am living it, and I'm inspiring, and I'm empowering. And now my voice is coming from a pure place of inspiration. I am in alignment. This week, as the weather's still good and this is a beautiful time, let's do this one thing. Let's go every day on a brisk walk of 15 minutes, not more. And let's bring awareness to our breath, walking. And with each step, we breathe in, allowing the cool, and another step, breathing out, allowing the warm going through us. Deep in the cool, deep out the warm. Just saying, repeating in a simple way, in, out. And whenever the mind comes, we let it, and it dissipates. We don't cling to it. Our senses are still alive. We're hearing the birds, we're feeling the leaves fall on our skin, we're feeling the wind, we're hearing our steps on the leaves or on the pavement or on whatever it is we're walking on. But our focus is in the cool, out the warm. And then we come in gratitude and write one word that came to us. One word. And that one word becomes the intention of the day. So that's our exercise. And this is how we expand. And this is how we become the catalyst. Because our world needs us. What needs to be born is to be discovered. And what we see unfolding in front of us comes from the old once imagined. We're not trapped into it. And we know that this tension is only here for the new to emerge. And the more we honor it, the more we let go of modalities that are no longer serving us, the more we are allowing our inner genius to guide us. Therefore, we're bringing ease. We are one with that life force instead of making the struggle longer. Let's not look back. Let's look deep into our roots, rooted in the essence of our lineage, not borders, lineage, wisdom, ancestry, and life. Unity, beauty, marvelous life force energy. Namaste. You are a creative soul. You imagine, you create, you are tapped in and turned on. Allow your essence to shine and to inspire. You are the leader. You are needed. Namaste.